Hello, and welcome to a showcasing of another powerful, genuine healing private session with your hosts, me, Marvin Schneider.
And me, Jen Ward. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jen. Thanks to the listener for tuning in again. We are showcasing a private session which we literally just got off the call on. It was very different. It's very unique, and it is so important, a private session, that we are making it available um, for purchase. This one is going to assist billions of families around the world, particularly father-son relationships, Jen. And then, by the way, sorry, just I should say that what's moderately unique about this is that we were minding our own business doing one of our genuine healing community open houses. We've got about 12 odd people on the call. And one of the participants in the open house is the sister of the client that was having a private session immediately afterwards. And they kind of photobombed the open house. We kind of started the private session as part of the open house, but then we continued it. And what was special about this particular private session is that a whole bunch of people from the genuine healing community participated in the healing session.
Yeah, it was really interesting how that happened, and there were layers and layers on this session. Can I say more?
Absolutely. So we want to showcase this thing, and to watch the full episode, obviously, just it's on a pay-per-view basis. So just jump onto the Genuine Healing website and sign up for it and watch the entire session. You're going to want to share it with pretty much all your network, because this really is 100% relevant to millions, if not billions, of families.
Right. So we were doing dynamic. I've been doing sessions with this family for probably um 6 years now, and they've come to my retreat, and I know all the family members. They've all had sessions with me, and we had a session coming up to help the communication between father and son. The son is at a teenager and totally respects and loves his father, tight knit family, but he still has the tendencies of a teenager. So when we were doing our group tap, the sister's mother, the client's mother, came in and was explaining how her brother was missing. And it was interesting because from her brother missing, I picked up that the brother's influence was influencing her own family. So she was so worried about her brother that his propensity to do things a particular way were affecting her own son. And I was researching the session before we connected about the frontal lobe, because the kid's 16, his frontal lobe isn't grown yet. It's not formulated. But when I was tuning into the lost brother, I could see that there was an impediment in his frontal lobe from a past lifetime. He actually had a 2x4 jammed into his skull, and that's how he died. So the brother who's missing was was dealing with this engram of being killed in that way. And so we started out doing healings on the brother, and then it came into influencing her son. And that's how it segued into a private session.
So, so that the listener can follow the
Thank you.
web of family dynamics, let me see if I can lay it out. So, the young fellow, he's 16 years old, is the client, and on the call was his dad and his mum and his sister. So, the client's mother has a brother who is currently missing and has been missing for a number of months, it was revealed. And so you were
Well,
doing a whole bunch of energy work to, sorry,
it
go ahead.
wasn't revealed. It wasn't revealed. I picked that up energetically. Nobody mentioned the son until it came up as part of the issue.
And so, so when you're talking about no one mentioned the son, you mean the mother's brother.
The grandma's son, which is the mother's brother.
All right, but so you're quite right. So during the Genuine Healing Community Open House, which immediately preceded this healing session, you picked up that the mother's brother was missing, and then during the healing session, it was revealed that he'd been missing for 2 months. That's what I was getting at. All right.
They were related. The emotions that the son was demonstrating were directly related to the emotions of the guy that was missing. And so we did a healing on the guy that's missing, and he's going to come home. People, he's going to come home. I know this. And then, and disconnected the son from the uncle who's missing to start his session clean. Who's this? Oh my gosh! Doesn't I thought this was your friend? This is. Oh my gosh! Melissa, have you ever met Marvin?
Hi.
I've talked to him, I think, when you were on the phone with him one time. Yeah.
Yep. I see you on
Everybody,
Facebook every now and then.
this is Melissa. This is Melissa. She has an engraving business, so if you need anything engraved, it's so cool. Go to her and stuff. She does amazing work.
Thank
I
you.
thought
Thank you.
she's like. I thought you. I can't tell you apart. I said, oh, she's got a roommate sitting in here.
And
I have to
everybody
do
always
energy.
tells me we look alike.
You do.
It's scary. So
It's
how are
scary.
you?
Doing really good. How are you?
You're doing better. Let's just put it that way.
It was with all your help, that's for sure. I didn't do it by myself.
Uh, I want to do a release for you. I don't know why.
Me?
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the boys are getting to you and stuff. When they're like annoyed at each other, it brings you down and stuff, and it takes you off focus. Do you guys mind if, I mean, we have a guest here. Oh, there's that annoying thing your son does where he pretends to be listening and you know he's not listening. And it's like, then you call him on it and then you gotta fight him about, yes, I was listening. No, you weren't. I could tell you weren't listening. And then he just denies it. I'll wait till I get him.
He's next.
By the way, Angela's twins are 7 now, and she threatens they stay good because she threatens if you don't behave, you're going to have a session with Jen.
That's awesome.
Who did you lose? Did you lose your mother's crossed, right?
Not that I know of.
Okay, good. It's not the mother. Then who is it? Someone female. Is the mother mourning someone?
Um, my mom probably is because I have a brother who's missing right now.
Oh, that's it. So her heart is really heavy right here, right up here. Have you been feeling that in your own chest?
Hmm. Yeah, but
Okay.
I thought it was Mario and Max doing that to me.
No, it actually isn't. It's like, who's there? I see another shadow. Who else is there? Bring them in.
We're just photobombing Madison's room over here.
Oh,
Mario.
Hi, Jen.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Mario is the first man I've ever met. I'm gonna cry. He's the first man I ever met who since I've been an adult doing the energy work, that vibrated with sincerity, integrity, and honesty and compassion. He was a precipice of meeting Marvin because I saw
Wow.
it in him, so I knew it existed.
That's
Did you know
so
that?
cool.
No, very
I'm
cool.
gonna do a release on stay there. I'm gonna do a release on mother-in-law. Is he on drugs? The son who's missing?
Hmm. Yeah.
Do you want me to knock him out of primal mode, thwart him on the ass, and get him home before Christmas?
That would be awesome.
Okay, here's my Christmas gift to your family. I love showing off because these people are never impressed with anything I do. So I also have to get rid of the psychic influences. He's being held hostage in that, but also get him to a low point where he's dissipating the and put a bubble of protection over him. Wake the fuck up.
Excellent. So you're going to want to watch the entire session. It's going to be really relevant. Any father and or anyone who has children will definitely want to watch this. It's not only a father-son thing, but the dynamic between father and son is never particularly, or it's often not particularly easy, but it is a really important dynamic, and it's a dynamic that is so easy to get wrong. And so, it would be a real tragedy if the healing that went on in this particular case wasn't made available to millions of father-son combinations to avoid a dynamic that goes wrong down the track. And trust me, if you don't take the opportunity to fix the dynamic early enough, you will regret it. So there's a real opportunity here to interrupt a pattern that you may regret if you don't interrupt it now.
So, how did everyone like their session? Isn't that amazing that they would share this? It's so personal.
Thank you.
Michelle has some words of wisdom.
She does.
Sorry,
no, I just had a lot of releasing myself because I grew up without a father. And
so tell Max what it feels like to not have what he has.
Oh my gosh. I totally agree with you that he, he doesn't know. He doesn't know the difference of having a rooting section always and somebody that has their attention on them in a good way. And I really love the session. Thank you very much for inviting us to be on it.
See what you did to Michelle, Max?
It's a pretty cool thing. Thanks for doing that. And I think everyone on this call is grateful to be part of the healing that goes on. And the other thing is, I suspect this is going to be really important for dads and sons all over the world, because it is a difficult relationship. I've had my fair share of it. Thankfully, I'm on the other side of it, but it's not all beer and Skittles. It didn't necessarily go the way that I wanted. And so there is a lot of, regret. And then, the thing is, once the opportunity is gone, it's more difficult to recover the relationship. So now is the best time and opportunity to lock it in. Jen, I think you're doing amazing stuff.
Absolutely. So all the people in this family are dynamic in their own way. They're all individuals. The father, mother, sister, brother, they're all respectful, sincere, kind. He's just 16. He can't help it. His frontal lobe isn't grown, and engrams of a past life were inserting themselves. And oh, by the way, a parent's intentions are not the same as a child's intentions. A parent's intentions is to love their child unconditionally. That's the intention. The child's intention is to figure out who they are, individualize themselves, and be free of any control. So, on top of being loved. So they're working at cross purposes in a way to have a really incredible dynamic. But that's what the work is about, is releasing those cross purposes so they can get to the mutual love in the moment.
One of the other cool things about this session is it starts off with a whole bunch of people on a Zoom call, and then we zero in on Jen and the family to do the healing. And the healing takes place for a little over an hour. And but everyone on the Zoom call is there participating, and it's almost like we are there in energy working, with the family. So that was pretty cool in and of itself. And then towards the end of the session, we all came back on the Zoom call as a group and chatted about it. So the way that the session laid out was unique, and I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that as well.
Yes, and this young boy got to see in real time how his session affected someone who was watching it, and they got a deep healing from it. So it's really powerful to be able to see that what someone else is going through can affect you in watching this, and you can heal yourself and those you love. This would make a great gift for someone who's going through something with their family dynamics, where the love is there, but the execution of the love is not working.
Mm. That's actually a pretty good reminder. This would be probably the most profound holiday gift you can give to, um, you know, any one of parent, a child, an adult child. How's that? Siblings.
The the only gift I can think of that would be even better is if you do a group family session, or gift a person with a private session on their own, and you all come in as a family and do this kind of work.
100%. So to avail yourself of this particular private session, jump onto the Genuine Healing website, genuinehealing.com with a J. It's on the bottom of your screen. And go onto the purchase page, scroll through. There'll be a link there to, on a pay-per-view basis, that's the way that you're going to be able to access this particular private session. And share this trailer to people in your network, because this is a really profound, important healing session.
It's a gift you can give other people to lead them into the ability to have their own releases. There's no better gift that you can give someone.
100%. And that's just a great reminder as we wind our way into a conscious observance of the holiday season.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jen, for helping us showcase this particular private session. We look forward to catching you next time. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Please feel my love. Our love.